Get over here!
Yeah, we put some bonus experience into Leonardo because we specifically knew he was going to be doing some work this chapter.
Mm-hmm. At this point, I'm kind of content maybe leaving Toronto here, but at the same time, not really.
Yeah, I kind of think Toronto should become part of the wall.
I'm gonna move you back here because, yep. Here's what I'm thinking. Put Aaron here to block that Pegasus from getting up there even more.
Okay. Well, I think if we move Toronto, the Pegasus is going to be able to get up.
Yeah, but we're not gonna move him.
Not this turn, no.
We can't anyway because he's just shoved.
Yeah. General Toronto, I know some of these guys, and they're ruthless. Call if you need help.
Oh, good to see that you remain strong. You know these guys? No, you don't.
Yeah, that's weird.
I think it's because, like, this might be, like, that might have been programmed for, like, previously.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of an oversight there, but okay. That's really all we can do, right? All that's left is Edward. So, yeah. This is gonna suck, man.
That's 5.
Alright.
We have one boulder we can still push.
Yeah, I might do that if we, like, get a good beat on a few people.
Yeah, allies, just go ahead and throw your mages right out. That's great strategy.
I mean...
They don't know how to turtle.
It's helping us.
Yeah. Nice, that's 6.
Not bad. Probably couldn't reach the one further down.
Nah.
Not bad!
7. 8. We're 20% there.
The count is 40, right?
Yep.
Alright.
9.
Okay, I like that.
Oh, nice.
Hit and run tactics with those wyverns, I like it.
Yeah, I didn't know he was going to make it all the way back up there.
Okay, that's another one of our Dayan soldiers down.
Something weird about seeing Dayan soldiers in yellow.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I think we're in a better position here, so I wanted to bring something up. I don't remember who commented this on one of our videos, but I thought it was an interesting question. So, you and I are obviously big fans of Fire Emblem, right? Considering that we've been through a couple playthroughs and we just are having so much fun.
I'd say we're pretty big fans, yeah.
So, that actually brings up a question that someone mentioned in the comments, and I kind of like this. What got you into Fire Emblem in the first place? Like, what's your story of how you first got into Fire Emblem?
So for me, my first Fire Emblem game I played was actually Sacred Stones.
Uh-huh.
I was interested in Blazing Sword when it came out as the first one in America, just because, like, Marth and Roy and Fire Emblem, and I was like, oh, I'd like to give Fire Emblem a try. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, what really got me into it to finally, like, buy the game was in Nintendo Power seeing, like, artwork of the characters in Sacred Stones. Like, something drew me to that artwork.
Interesting.
Especially, like Myrrh and, like, Sayla, and I thought Ephraim and Erica looked cool. Uh-oh.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Aaron's, like, seriously low level, but at least he
can tank.
At least he's able to tank.
Can't outspeed, though. So yeah, I'd say Nintendo Power was what actually got me into it, and I can remember... Nice level up.
Wow.
I can remember getting the game, and I was, like, really worried that it was gonna be...
Uh-oh.
Oh no, Aaron!
Oh, you want to know what it was? That one guy moved!
The 2 guys moved. Yeah, I'm sorry, Aaron. Sorry, Aaron.
Oh my god. There's another one.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I'm not a hero. I'm just a soldier. There's no lesson in this. I knew that's how it would be, but still...
Damn it.
Yeah, we really did not invest in Aaron. He was easy pickings.
Yeah. That's another one. Like, I'm not totally heartbroken about it, but... Oh, man.
Man, our ally units really didn't do us favors there.
No, they keep moving!
So what are we going to do about those two guys? Can Edward get over there?
Yeah, but with a wind edge, there's no way.
Can Soth get over there?
Not without a shove. And he's in the way. Let me actually check something.
Start that darn resistance.
Is that what it's based on?
Well, it's a magical attack. It's like using a spell. Okay, can we get their range, those two Pegasi? Yeah, see what you can do first.
There's no way.
No way.
She's absolutely outmatched. Oh my god. Damn it.
What if... How about Leonardo on the other side?
I tried. He's too far away.
So Tyranio can take out one of them pretty dependably.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Maybe not.
Iron Axe?
Oh yeah, because of the speed, right?
Yeah, and advantage. Okay, well he can take that one out dependably.
Yeah, easily, but the problem is then this lady.
Okay, I think we need to do some kind of shoving scenario. I don't know.
There's no way we can get Soth over there because this guy's in the way.
Yeah, I think it would have to be Edward.
But like, then this guy's in the way.
Yeah, we would have to shove him twice.
Oh my freaking god. Alright. Shove this guy out of the way with Nolan. Shove Edward with Zyhark. And see what we can do from there.
Yeah, what is Edward's movement?
He just needs to be shoved
he needs
once.
one more. You could just shove him with Soth.
But that would shove him up that way. We need him this way.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't get him any closer. I'm sorry.
Alright, I'm just gonna do this.
Okay, and probably Khalid Bulge. Okay, so here's my next part of the plan.
Yeah?
Don't move Edward yet. Get Fiona in there with a javelin. If we could do 1 damage. Fuck.
You're kidding, right? Got it. Brave Sword.
Nice. Okay,
That's our best bet.
that's it.
Okay. Oh my god, we are seriously at a disadvantage in this chapter, dude.
That's 10. I'm sorry. I like Aaron. It's just that's not.
What could we have done?
That's not how we ran this one.
What could we have done? Like, there was literally nothing we could do there to prevent that, especially because our ally units are moving all over the place unpredictably. Maybe we should have halted or something, but then we're not going to be able to get the units down there. We are struggling.
That was 11.
Oh my god. Okay. At least most of the Pegasus Knights have been taken care of at this point.
Yeah, it's just the ones over there. I'm gonna say don't move Leonardo there, because if they do break through that one guy, I don't want Leonardo to take the next attack.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking of moving Leo over here.
Okay.
Let me just make sure, because I'm paranoid at this point.
Okay.
Hear me out on this one. Bring Toronto over here, that baits these two to attack. And that's 2 more out of the way.
I can maybe get behind that, yeah.
I mean, we lost Aaron. Like, what else can we do with him at this point?
Yeah.
In the meantime.
Yeah, let's try and get some more kills out of this.
They're trapped down there
front.
because our ally units are, like, you know, in the way. But
They're going to start pushing through, though. We shouldn't abandon the wall.
I don't want to move. I don't want to move these guys right now.
Yeah.
Because this is way too risky.
Okay.
What we are going to do, however... Oh, I have an idea.
Nice.
And then... Micaiah!
Aw, sharing the physics staff.
Why not, right?
Yeah.
Let's keep those guys alive as best we can so that we can mitigate any more losses on our end.
Yeah, if you heal your meat shields, then they meat shield you longer.
Essentially. That's really the best thing we can do at this point.
Yep.
We're just gonna stick with that for now.
Okay.
You are useless, Fiona!
The one thing I can say for Fiona is she got Leonardo over there fast enough.
Yeah.
That was her contribution this chapter so far.
I'm gonna move Leo over here. Just so we can at least get him closer to our allies. No Pegasus Knights are gonna surprise us from here.
Not right now. Oh, I just realized it keeps a counter of how many we still need to kill.
Mm-hmm.
Can Fiona not push the rock?
No, she can't because she's on a horse. Useless!
Oh my gosh.
The thing is, like, apparently Fiona does have the capabilities of being a decent unit. The problem is that the resources that you need to expend to get her up there are not only so inconvenient, but so plentiful that it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I could be an Olympic gymnast if I, spend my whole life doing it, but we're past that point. Yeah, I'm gonna stop counting because I realize it shows the number on the screen of how many kills we need.
Okay, we're good.
So the other thing, I guess what drew me to Sacred Stones is I remember reading Nintendo Power and them talking about the class system.
Yeah.
And it was describing, for example, leveling up Ross in different ways. And I was always, fascinated with,
Games
RPG
that
systems that have classes, and that have lots of classes that all do different things. So that was really exciting to me, the idea of, you can either make him a fighter or a pirate, and then after that you can either make him a hero or a berserker or a warrior.
Right.
I was like, that's so cool.
Mm-hmm. And then you kind of just got drew in from there.
Yeah. And I was intimidated because one thing I knew was that there was permadeath, and I was so afraid of losing people that I bought the player's guide for Sacred Stones on the same day, and before I even turned on the game, I, read through the basics section in the player's guide for, I did, 2 hours of reading before I turned on Sacred Stones.
Wow. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, and I was, really... The one part that was, really confusing me at the time was the convoy system of that game, that turned out to be pretty easy once I was doing it.
It was basically just your inventory.
Yeah, in retrospect, if I had just played the game, it would have taught me well enough, but I was, so intimidated.
No, I get that.
I was I'm not gonna let anyone die.
That's the thing about it, is, that's what actually drew a lot of people away from Fire Emblem at first, is the fact that, that permadeath system existed.
Yeah, I was intimidated, but I was excited, too. It was similar to Pikmin. I liked how there were consequences.
Mm-hmm. As for me, a lot of people might already know this, those who watch my videos on the regular. I actually got into Fire Emblem thanks to my childhood friend Steven, who let me borrow his copy of Blazing Sword. So that was the first Fire Emblem game that I ever played. But what drew me to it is that he and I were already playing through Advanced Wars.
Yeah.
And, he and I both really, really liked Advanced Wars. He was like, hey, Oscar, like, I know you like these strategy games. Here's this one I found that's more medieval and whatnot. It's called Fire Emblem. I think you'd really like this. So I borrowed it from him. I played through it. I sucked at first, but I was like, oh, nuts, you can permanently lose your units? That's really cool. See, to me, someone who likes a challenge, it's really cool that that's part of the consequences and the challenge that you have to go through with these games. And the other thing for me is that the units weren't just your typical, like, army units, where it's like, oh, they're just, like, units, they're expendable and whatnot. No, every unit in the game that is crucial to your ranks is its own character.
Yeah,
and
they have a personality, they have a backstory.
That was the main thing that really drew me towards how much I like this game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's that was kind of that whole spiel. And, yeah, that, ever since, I've been a Fire Emblem fan ever since.
Did you keep everybody alive the first time you played through it?
No. I think I lost, like, 5 units.
Do you remember who your first character death was that you kept?
Yes.
That you didn't reload?
Yes, I do remember my first death my first official death that I ever lost playing a Fire Emblem game. It was Lucius. I remember losing Lucius, if I recall correctly, during one of the chapters in Ellawood's story. I had him in a bad position and I didn't realize how fragile he was, so he got taken down by an archer. Okay. I don't exactly remember what chapter it was, but I remember that specifically. But yeah, Lucius was the first ever unit I ever lost in a Fire Emblem game.
Okay. I lost a lot of characters and, like, reloaded my save because I was, like, determined to be perfect the first time. And when I finally gave up on that in my first playthrough, because, like, I didn't know what I was doing. I was feeding too many kills to Seth, so most of my army sucked.
I don't want to move these guys. I just want to, like, have them keep on holding the line. Like, so we're just gonna play. We're playing physics staff here.
Okay.
I'm okay with exhausting this thing.
All right.
And hey, it's getting them levels.
Yeah. So I did Ephraim's story the first time I played Sacred Stones because I was like, Erica's cool. I want to see more of Ephraim because you haven't gotten to see him that much up to that point.
Yeah, first time I played through it, I played in Ephraim's camp. I played in Erica's campaign.
And I got to the chapter in Ephraim's campaign where you have just recruited Garrick and Tethys, I think.
Yes, Garrick, Tethys, and Ewan.
And in that chapter...
No. Marissa.
Well, yeah, Ewan and Marissa show up in this chapter then. But Ewan is a neutral unit you need to talk to, and Marissa is an enemy unit that Ewan needs to talk to.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think we should just get Leonardo and Toronto back there, because these guys have this pinned down.
Okay. Yeah, they did what they needed to do early on. And Ewan's, like, in this back area with Marissa and a bunch of other units, and Ewan's really weak.
Yes.
And I tried it over and over and over again. I must have, like, taken 10 attempts at this chapter with keeping them both alive. And then finally, one of the times I, like, had Ephraim, or whoever it is that needs to talk to him, talk to Ewan, recruited him, and then Marissa immediately killed Ewan then. Because he was on my side and she was an enemy.
Yeah.
And I was like, nope, sorry, kid. And I just kept going with the game.
Yeah. I think the first time I ever was like that, like, before I started actually resetting my saves to, like, save units.
Yeah.
The first time I ever felt I needed to do that, because up until this point, I actually was, you know, I was of the opinion of, like, you know, oh, I can do this, and eventually I did.
Yeah.
The first time I ever was like, okay, I give up, I can't do this without losing anyone anymore, I'm just gonna go for it, is this game.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, hi.
Sorry, I just dropped something there, don't worry about it.
No, you're good. But yeah, it was this game. Specifically, freaking Ashura!
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah. I am not looking forward to how that's gonna play out, dude. Gonna say that right now.
Well, if it makes you feel better, what happens in this chapter, as long as we get through it, doesn't really affect our endgame.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that Aaron died because I want everybody to live, but, like, as far as how it affects our run, it doesn't at this point. We weren't using Aaron, so he wasn't going to be useful to us.
Yeah, I'm just really glad we decided not to invest in him. I mean, though maybe if we did, maybe he would have lived. But we decided it was better to invest in Laura and Leonardo. Yeah, they're getting weaker.
Ugh. I need to get my wedding ring resized because I've been losing weight and it doesn't always stay on my finger now.
I mean, hey, that's a good thing, right?
It is a good thing.
Like, I'd say that's a good problem to have.
Yeah. That's what fell before. It fell and it hit my metal T-squares that I have sitting back here in my office. Well, maybe you shouldn't have sent the mages right out.
I mean, hey, we kept them alive for a while.
Yeah, so I think I borrowed Blazing Sword from somebody for a little bit, but I didn't really get through it, and for some reason it wasn't really clicking with me at the time. But then later in my life, when I finally did play all the way... When I finally did play all the way through Blazing Sword, because you lent it to me...
Yeah, that's right.
Then it became like
something clicked.
It became like one of my faves. Just for some reason early on, I didn't understand the whole thing with archetypes yet. So every character we met in Blazing Sword, like we met Eric, and I was like, oh, this is just loot, but a boy, and I kept doing that. This is just X except Y.
Yeah, but then you realize, later down the line, that's the whole point, because all the games have, these similar archetypes.
Yeah, I didn't really appreciate the nuance of that yet.
Right.
Though I liked Lynn right away, and I liked Sane, and I liked Florina. And I liked Kent in that he is a great foil to Sane. I
actually remember specifically, the first thing that drew me to Lynn... specifically, and then later down the line I realized, oh, hey, that's a thing. Oh, motherfucker. Anyway.
Yeah.
The one thing that actually drew me to Lynn at first was the fact that she is the closest thing this this series has to an actual samurai.
I know you weren't going to say this, but for some reason I just pictured you saying, the one thing that drew me to Lynn at first was her thighs.
Oh my friggin' god. I mean, maybe, but you don't really notice that at first until you actually look at the sprite. But, no, the main thing is, she, by extension of being a tribesman, or a tribeswoman, she's the closest thing we have to an actual, samurai.
Yeah, she is very, the last samurai, the last Sashayan.
I was 2017, or 18, somewhere around there when I first started playing, Fire Emblem Heroes, that apparently it's pronounced Sakai.
Yeah, it is, but I like Sachet more.
I do too, but,
It's the same thing with Zyhark.
Yeah.
Canonically, it's pronounced Zyhark, but... You know what I still can't do?
What?
Is Cecil Harvey in Final Fantasy IV. I've been saying Cecil for so long.
I actually understand that as well, because I kind of feel the same way. Except, in, that situation, I kind of... Okay, fun fact about me in that regard. I actually didn't play, Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy IV?
Fire Fantasy. Final Emblem.
I actually didn't play Final Fantasy IV before I played Dissidia.
Oh, okay.
So I was actually already predisposed to the fact that he is actually called Cecil Harvey, because they pronounce it in that game.
Yeah. The other one is Titus.
Yeah,
I've always said Titus.
I've always said Titus. And the problem with that is that, those games, it's a situation of you wouldn't know how they pronounce this anyway, particularly because of the fact that all the characters in Final Fantasy can be renamed.
Yeah.
So they don't actually say their proper names in the actual games that have voice acting.
Well, in Final Fantasy X, Tidus is the only character whose name you can change, and cleverly, none of the voice actors ever actually say his name out loud in any of the voice acted segments. They always say, like, our newest member of our group, or they say... It's kind of like when you play Persona 5 and they're all like, this guy!
Yeah. Edward. Edward. Please, never leave me. If that happened, I'm not sure I would want to go on living.
Absolutely! Let's stay together forever and ever. I am so in. Not sure. It just says, I'm not sure I would want to go on living. Yeah! Awesome!
Oh, man. Hey, Edward's still a kid, so I'm gonna give him that one.
Yeah, he hasn't given up on his childlike whimsy yet. Leonardo, don't go without me. Just hold on, and we can work together till this ordeal is over.
Let's do our best. Yes, both of us safe and sound. That's how I want this war to end. I just hope that remains the case.
Yeah. And I...
Holy shit!
will always love you.
I can't believe you would do this to me, man! I can't believe you would do this to me! Sorry, I can't hear that without thinking of that one clip from JonTron, man.
Yeah. JonTron's still funny to me.
Oh, absolutely. Like, that... I think we talked about this already, but,
yeah.
like, that whole spiel that happened with JonTron, I don't agree with it. It's like, you know, could he have been, could that whole spiel behind what happened back then be handled better? Absolutely.
I haven't been an avid watcher of his since then, either, but, like...
But it's like, he has an opinion.
I'm not gonna pretend I don't think he's funny anymore.
Exactly. Like, he's still very, very cemented in the realm of, like, you know, hilarity to us, because, you know, we remember those, like, videos of, you know, bootleg Pikachu, and,
yeah.
you know...
Bufum-dad?
What was your first JonTron video, now that I think about it?
Sonic R.
Really?
Yeah, great way to start.
I think if I recall correctly, my first JonTron video was, oh, geez, I remember our friend Nick showed it to me, and that's why I remember it.
Yeah.
But, I think it was... Crap, I don't remember. Like, the thing is, like, it'll come to me, and I'll probably remember then, but,
There is a thing when, like, somebody gets canceled where it does become easier to look at their work with a more critical eye. So it's not like I think people who say he's not funny now are lying.
Yeah.
Like, I get that it's easy, like...
Some people just don't have the ability to disassociate.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, like with Harry Potter, I haven't been buying any Harry Potter stuff because...
You know, that whole spiel with,
Yeah. J.K. Rowling's being a huge Philip K. Dick.
Yeah, essentially.
That was a novelist joke. Oh, great, she's playing the Orson Scott card. But... So, like... Yikes. So, like, I don't want to support her at all.
Yeah.
And that's one case where, like, yeah, Death of the Author, yeah, like, I enjoy those books so much, but, like, you can't Death of the Author when she's still alive and still making money for everything you buy and using it to enforce anti-LGBT laws. And, like, she is lobbying. She is, like, directly affecting trans people's lives.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a, like, well, why do you have to make it political? Like, if I buy the books, I feel like I'm supporting it.
That's a thing too. It's like, you know, and this is just our opinion, like going back to that whole spiel.
Yeah, sorry to bring this shit into your.
No, you're fine, dude. Because like, here's the thing. I agree with you.
Yeah.
The reason I think that a lot of people have this thing where it's like, oh, why do you have to make it political? It's like, but that's only because you're making it political by calling it political.
Yeah.
When in reality, it really shouldn't be political.
I mean, I think she makes it political by supporting these laws and donating money to it.
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying is like other people who talk about it are like, oh, why you got to make it political?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, you're only making it political because you mentioned that it is political. To me, I'm just like, can I just talk about like, you know, video games and how I really, really like this ship between male Inquisitor and the Iron Bull without someone coming at me with gay crap? Like,
yeah.
you know, that kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
like I just like the relationship between the Iron Bull and the Inquisitor.
Oh, that's like a whole nother thing too, is like whenever there's a LGBT character in something, it's like there's a few people who are like, oh, well, I would be fine with it, but they're shoving it down our throats. And like their definition of shoving it down our throats is like them existing.
Exactly. And it's like, why though?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I know how I'm gonna handle this. Thani?
Yep.
Thani.
Yeah, wrecking these armors. Yeah, at least they don't have a lot of ranged weaponry.
Mm-hmm. Something tells me that might have been purposeful.
That was like to make this chapter a little easier on us, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Since they do have flyers that can get around. Or keep an eye on the flyers on the left too.
Yeah, I am.
Oh! That went differently than I thought it was going to. It's not what I thought you were going to do, but I like it. Hey, is anybody in front of that rock?
No.
No, okay.
We missed the opportunity
Missed
to
the
use
boat.
that thing. Oh well.